Despite hearing all the dirty secrets of the racing world, Speed still rejects Royalton. So he vows to destroy his racing career and family, which he does by hiring a racer to make him crash and orchestrating a lawsuit against his family's company.
Soon after that, there'll be litigation against some of your father's designs.
Are you Pop's Racer?
Wait. His name is Pops Racer? Like, that's his real name?
Yeah, him and Mom Racer.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me that two different sets of parents had two different sets of kids, named them Mom and Pops, and then they both grew up and married each other to actually become Mom and Pops?
It's a theme. Speed Racer, because he's a fast racer. Spritle, because he's small.
And let me guess, Rex, because he becomes Racer X.
Well, no, actually.
Well, then why?
Well, what did he get into?
He got into a car. Wreck. Oh, God damn it! This movie's so stupid! Times are tough for Speed. Not even Shaft can lift his spirits. Seriously, what is Richard Roundtree doing in this movie? But help comes in the most complicated of ways when not Rex arrives with Inspector Detector to say that there might be a way to expose Royalton, thanks to that guy X-Save from Piranha Death. But it would mean having to take part in an unsanctioned race against Pop's wishes.
And here, an hour into the movie, you get to finally see the Mach 5 race.
What are you talking about? Speed was already in the Mach 5.
No, that was the Mach 6. Granted, it's very easy to miss that detail considering how frantic the racing scenes are shot, but if you freeze the frame, you can clearly see that it's the Mach 6. In fact, the Mach 5 was mentioned only in passing before, and you only saw it 2 times. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I realize that the film kind of downplays the notion of the Mach 5. It's the most iconic thing about Speed Racer, and yet the movie kind of treats it like it's nothing, really. I mean, imagine if Knight Rider was like this. Damn it, Garth is about to get away in Goliath. If only I had an awesome, fast, nearly indestructible car.
Michael, I'm a sentient car that's equipped with a turbo boost.
Not now, kid. I need to look for a ride and the nearest Uber driver is 10 miles away.
I hate you, Michael.
The race starts and nearly everyone is playing dirty, having been bribed by not Michael Gambon here. And you know these racers are greedy because they literally have dollar signs in their eyes. Just stupid.
They managed to finish the first leg of the race, but Speed is starting to suspect that not Rex is Rex.
Maybe I'm crazy, but Racer X first showed up 2 years after Rex's death.
But Speed, we buried Rex.
A body was buried. Remember, it had already been badly burned in the crash. Even if it was Rex, no one could have recognized him.
You mean to say the guy who mysteriously showed up right after your brother's death and keeps his face hidden all the time is your brother? Next you'll be telling me that guy who keeps showing up with pictures of Spider-Man is Spider-Man! Come on, that shit was even lame at the time!
Somehow the quick save was disconnected. Inspector Detector suspected foul play.
Inspector Detector suspected foul play, but Inspector Detector suspected erroneously.
But Pops and family find out about the race and they have an overdramatic argument. But thank God ninjas attack. Wait, ninjas?
Oh my God, was that a ninja?
More like a nanja. Terrible what passes for a ninja these days.
Tell me about it. I see you creeping.
Unfortunately, one of the ninjas manages to poison what's-his-name, so they pull the old switcheroo with Trixie for the last leg of the race, and manage to capture all the conspirators who have been bribing the racers.
What's he doing here? Stowaway. We want you what to do with him.
Do what he'd do. Break his legs and let him walk back.
You okay?
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting a line that badass in a movie that has this line.
Cool beans.
Kind of diametric opposites, you know what I mean?
So after they make their contractually obligated Akira reference, Speed and Racer X make sure what's-his-name emerges victorious. But things don't go according to plan.
Togokan's played us for chumps. All he wanted was our help to drive up the stock in his family business. Even if he had a foul, he had no intention of turning it over.
What?
You mean the whole race was for nothing?
No, Speed. More like this. So this whole second act is completely pointless. The Japanese racer, the company, this whole side plot, throw it out the fucking window because it has fuck all to do with the story. But then again, what does at this point?
At his wit's end, Speed finally confronts Racer X over his identity, and he reveals himself to be Matthew Fox.
Wait, he's not Rex Racer? That's not how the anime went.
No, he's Rex Racer.
Son of a bitch! Yeah, you find out at the end of the movie that Racer X really is Rex, but he just had plastic surgery to look like someone else. Which begs the question, why does he need to wear a mask in the first place? If he doesn't look like his old face, why hide it? Don't you remember the joke in Justice League?
If nothing else, I can at least learn the Flash's secret identity. I have no idea who this is.
Okay, this was just a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. At least they tried to salvage this whole situation.
So, they changed the Racer X character because they thought it'd be too hokey, but they keep the goddamn chimpanzee?
Yeah, I got nothing.
You got nothing.
Out of nowhere, what's-his-name's sister, who probably has had 5 lines at this point, maybe, grows a conscience and offers Speed her brother's invitation to the Grand Prix. I'm sure I should be paying attention to Speed and family rebuilding the Mach 6 in preparation for the race, and Royalton throwing a royal hissy fit over Speed's entry in the race, but I'm too preoccupied wondering what this guy's deal is. Is he supposed to be an announcer? A pitchman? Why is he just wiggling?
The race is on, and every racer is bribed to take Speed out. And it almost works, as Royalton's own racer manages to spearhook him and crash while doing it. While the chicanery is exposed, the Mach 6 is down. But is it out?
Of course not. Speed does a thing that does a thing.
Right, a patch to the starter, the Bernoulli Converginator. If he puts the car in 5th gear, he can jumpstart the whole thing.
Yeah, he does that. Nothing can stop Speed as he rockets towards first place, crashing through every law of science known to man along the way. As much as I bag on the visuals, the film certainly knows how to build a climactic finish. You just feel spent as soon as Speed crosses the finish line.
So it's happy endings all around. As Speed wins, Royalton goes to jail, and I can finally look at something that doesn't give me a migraine. And that was Speed Racer. Can you finally see why I can't stand this movie? The visuals are beyond obnoxious. They physically hurt to look at some points. The pace is erratic, the writing is hokey, and the plot is all over the place. It's a numbing experience, like being at a rock concert for a band you hate. All you can do is just pray that it'll be over soon. But what I don't understand is why you're not with me on this. I mean, you agreed with me on most of the points.
Yeah, and I don't like the movie, but all I said was that I don't think it's terrible.
All right, what do you consider terrible?
Terrible to me is not caring, and that's something the Wachowskis don't do. You can tell that they loved Speed Racer, and they tried to keep as much of the original cartoon in the movie as they could. But, like with most of their movies, they either misunderstand what they love, or they misappropriate it. But the love is still there, from the little details included on the Mach 6 to their visual cues borrowed from anime are some things that don't come from a project bereft of personal attention and love.
But you said they didn't work, and they didn't visually mesh.
That I did. Just because something is made from a place of love doesn't mean it's automatically good. But it does mean that it makes for a better film than those that come from a place of cynicism and studio mandate. It's a failure of a film, no doubt about it, but a terrible one? Nah.
All right, I'll concede that there are some good parts in the movie. Lord knows Roger Allam is fun, and there wasn't nearly enough of him. Also, in the very, very few quiet moments when the actors can actually give a performance, they do a good job. Sarandon and Goodman are especially good as Speed's parents, even managing a few touching moments here and there. And even though I still find the visuals hard to look at, the ending race is kinda heart-pounding. I just wish the rest of the film could be this coherent. I still hate Speed Racer, but I will admit it's not without merit.
Well, at least we could get to sort of a consensus. Does that mean you're gonna let me go?
No. Who said anything about letting you go?
Right. A little optimistic on my part, I'll admit.
You are going to be here for quite the long time. Your days of fucking around with me and other people at Channel Awesome? God. I have to admit, I don't quite have the plans of what I'm going to do with you, but I can assure you, we're gonna have some fun. Well, I know I am.
There you are. I've been looking all over for... Oh, no, not again. How many times do I have to tell you? Stop kidnapping the talent!
Sorry!
All right, Sage, tell you what. If you don't sue us for this very illegal thing, we'll owe you one, all right? For right now, we'll get you back home on a flight courtesy of Mr. Fuck Up here! Sound good?
Well, actually, I've never flown first class before.
First class? I'm sure Critic would love to pay for a first class ticket, especially if it means not going to the clink, right? So, deal?
Deal! Oh God, finally. Oh, I need to get back home before Gabe screws something up. Lord knows what he's up to. Yes, Mark?
Yo, man. Been trying to raise you for the last few days. Where the hell have you been?
Long story. Can we talk about this later? I'm exhausted.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Take care.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, before I forget.
Yeah?
Happy anniversary, man.
Huh?
You started Anime Abandon April 2011-ish, so that makes this your 5-year anniversary.
Long live your Lord High Regent Sage! Long live Benetopia!